guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I have not posted regularly on my YouTube channel for the past 2 weeks, but here I am today with this beautiful aesthetic sunset sky. Now let's take a look at the materials required. I'll be using 100% cotton paper, and this is cold pressed with fine grain texture. This is from Fabriano and it's a 300 GSM paper. I'll be taping down the paper with the help of masking tape. I have cut the paper into an A5 size. Feel free to use any size of paper. Now let's take a look at the colors. I will be using this White Nights palette. This is a set of 36 colors and some of the colors I have customized myself. Now coming to the brushes, I use a lot of brushes from various brands, but for watercolors my absolute favorite ones are these brushes. I will be listing down all these brushes names in the description box below, so don't forget to check it out. And oh, about this brush, I love this brush. This is a very round pointed tip brush. So let's get started. First we will start by applying a even coat of water, clean water to say, on our paper. We are going with wet on wet technique. Now let's get to know a very important aspect of color swatches. From my earlier videos, you would have noticed that I always begin with the color swatch and then directly start onto my painting. Now there is a reason behind it, but have you guys ever wondered what might be the reason for a color swatch? If not, then let me tell you why is it important to have a color swatch before you begin out your painting. Firstly, it gives you an idea which colors goes well with which color. For example, it gives you a clear idea to choose your color palette, because once you swatch out the colors, you already know which colors mixes well, which color disperses well and creates a beautiful blend of colors without having any muddy mixture. And also different kinds of colors have different properties. Some are staining, some are non-staining, some are granulating, some are non-granulating. So when you do a color swatch, all these important aspects gets highlighted. So I hope you are clear why we need color swatches before we begin our painting. So I first lay out the coat of this rose mixture that I have created with my violet and a little bit of pastel orange color, and I have just left a little bit portion where the bottom area I'll be going with the yellows, mostly with the cadmium yellow light and the yellow deep colors. So if you do not have this yellow deep color, you could mix a little bit of cadmium orange with your cadmium yellow and get this brighter looking golden yellow. And we are going with the base and the top layer. So the top I have coated with the violet, and now I'm doing the cloud patterns. You would have noticed that I have left certain white portions where I'm filling out this orange tones. Now using a slanted motion of the brush, I am just creating this cloud like movement. Oh, hello there. So there is this little bug which has just come out from nowhere to say me hello. So I'll get it removed soon. You should do this step rather quickly because you need to have those softer looking clouds. If your paper has dried out, refrain from doing this step and wait for your paper to completely dry out, and then re-wet the paper again and then begin with this cloud patterns, or else you will develop some nasty hard edges and it will not give a proper look of the painting that you want to achieve. To achieve a dramatic looking sky, all we need is to go for the layering technique, and you have to do this step when the paper is still wet. So you need to be pretty fast with your movement of the brush, and but make sure that you do not lift out your background layers. Now, since my paper is wet and I want that distant mountain to have a soft blended look, so I'm going here wet on wet. So that is the trick in achieving this soft looking sky. Okay, now my paper has dried completely. Now it's time to create that foreground darker mountain. So I'll be going here with the black shade. So you could use either black or Payne's gray. The choice is up to you. So I'm here using a mop size quill brush. Now we will be going ahead with the outline of the tree. I am here directly using the brush to outline the tree, but if you are not very confident, first you could outline the tree with the help of a pencil, and then you could go over it with your brush. So here I'm using the silver black velvet brush, which has really nice pointed tip. This is a round brush that I'm using here, so feel free to use any detailing or a liner brush that you are comfortable with. Now I'll be creating some foliage on the tree. I will not be creating foliage on the entire tree, just on some portions. Sky without birds looks kind of empty to me, so I am here drawing some birds on the sky. Now this is a group of birds that are almost heading home because sunset is the time when they head home. Now it's time to peel out our masking tape and we are done. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are recreating this painting, please do tag me on Instagram. I will be linking out my Instagram profile in the description box below. Happy painting, stay safe guys, see you again next week.